PPS number 9 says the student will explain how changes in exchange rates can impact the purchasing power of individuals in the United States and in other countries. The first one, I'm going to kind of cover all these at once. It says define exchange rate as the price of one nation's currency in terms of another nation's currency. Back in the early 1970s, the United States and several other countries dropped the gold standard and basically opted for exchange rates and the fiat money policy. So during that time, the value of the dollar versus the yen, or the dollar versus the pound or the Canadian dollar, or the peso. I mean they fluctuated during that time. Now several different currencies have decided to attach their value to the dollar. Oil is traded in dollars. So there's, the dollar has become, the closest thing you probably have towards, a currency that's accepted and used worldwide. So it's probably the main currency in the entire world. The one that's really come on in the past couple of years is the euro. And it was started by the European Union, and what they did was they backed it with each of their own currencies. It became a very strong currency, currently stronger, trading stronger than the United States. Earlier this year, the United States dollar was worth half of a euro. So basically anybody, one of the European countries that traded in euros, that wanted to buy something in the United States, we were the dollar general of the world, of Europe at least. Property, goods, items, everything, cars you could possibly imagine was about half off, at one point. Now the dollar's gained towards the latter half of this year, and it's now about 75 cents to the euro, or 0.75. So it's not as good still, but it's a lot better than half off. Now it's just 25% off for European countries. But the euro has dropped, and the United States dollar has gained. But that could change at any point in time. It's changed in the last month. It could change in the next month. And the euro is a very strong and oncoming currency. There has been some recent talk about the Middle Eastern countries, the oil trading countries, to combine their currency and form a regional currency in the Middle East. And that's what you're seeing a lot of, the euro. The Asian countries are thinking about doing the same thing. Middle Eastern countries doing the same thing. You don't really hear very much about South America or about Africa doing that. There are rumors, though I don't think it's true, but it is rumors, that the United States, Canada, and Mexico could come up with something called the Amero. But I mean, that's just kind of a theory, and it could happen. But the interesting thing would be to see if hundreds or thousands of years from now, if the world goes to one currency, that would be interesting to see. If you looking more at currencies a little bit, back during the Articles of Confederation, each of the 13 states had their own currency during that time, and it led to chaos, and we eventually formed the dollar, which was a lot stronger, and it was more stable than the different currencies. It'll be interesting to see if one day we look back and say, the whole world, each country had their different currencies, and then we moved to regional currencies, and then we moved to a world currency. I don't know if that would happen or not, but for right now, we all have different currencies, and and you have an exchange rate. If you go over and give $100, trade in 100 US dollars for euros, you will get $75 worth of euros back. So you definitely want your trade rate to be much higher than that. Let's see here. Number 9B, you need to locate information on exchange rates, and 9C, interpret exchange rate tables. These are on basically skills that you'll have to work out in class and be able to look at a table and locate information on exchange rates and be able to tell which is stronger. It's a skill that we'll develop within class. And then the last one, 9D, says explain why when exchange rates change some groups benefit and others lose. Well, obviously, as the United States dollar has gained on the euro, the euro and the European countries have lost, and the United States is gaining and benefiting during this. Also, because the dollar's going up, oil's coming down. And that's interesting. Way, and also gold comes down. When the dollar goes up, oil and gold go down. When the dollar goes down, oil and gold go up, and that's just typical of the time. So for right now, that's GPS standard number 9. A lot of it we'll cover in class, but that should help you understand and answer some more questions about what they want you to know.